Hello everyone. Charlie here with another episode of Charlie's Reviews. Um, I'll try to make this one a quickie because uh, you know I do have this bunch of books to review or talk about. Um, One of them is actually a little bit late because it didn't show up on when it was supposed to come in. Plus, with the whole holiday thing going on, I did delay a few books, but mostly they're all from last week. Because all of them are from last week. Uh, so, anyway, let's do a quick rundown of all the books. So, the first few books I'm gonna show, I got those last week. Those were the books that came on time at my larger shop. Then I will show the holdovers from last week that were late from my smaller shop that I go to, which I've been going for 14 years, almost 50, yeah, over 14 years now. And I actually got another thing yesterday from my other shop. So first up, Aquaman number 37. Very good book. So the story continues to where Aquaman is trying to discover what happened to his mother, but like she didn't die at all, but actually fled Atlantis. So this led Aquaman to Gorilla City. We learn not just the backstory of Gorilla City, but its connection to Atlantis, and it does a really uh, it ties in really well with the Flash stuff is sort of reference a bit, not too directly, but enough to get some of Groot's backstory. I really enjoyed it. It was great. It was a great read. Groot, escapes his prison in Gorilla City as well by tricking Aquaman into having a sort of duel with him. Uh, he escapes, and Aquaman and Mira follow him, and that's where it ends. The Flash number 37. So you actually get two stories for the price of one. So the first story sort of deals with Barry Allen, the present day Barry Allen, stuck in the Speed Force without his powers, while the um, other part is, the dark future version of Barry taking over present day Barry's life. The murder he committed last issue, he killed this student who, at some point, kills a few other students. Uh, Barry, that future Barry, comes and kills him before he actually commits the murder. Um, Plus, they actually find a bunch of bodies that from the whole Forever Evil thing, the whole crime syndicate. So they find a bunch of bodies that they have to identify as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. And I'm really interested to see where this story is going. Um, how the present day Flash is actually going to escape the Speed Force and regain his powers. So great fun. Um, Next up, Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 10, issue 10. I really like this cover. Very cool. This is features the return of Harmony to the Buffy stories. At least for season 10. So it's very harmony centered, which is great fun. She tries to rewrite the world in her own image, which doesn't really happen. Uh, but fun. And I got season 8, issue number 30. So I think I'm down to like 5 more issues before I wipe the shop clean of all season 8 comics. I think there are a few issues of a mini there as well, or a one shot. But yeah. So those were from, I believe, Thursday. Yeah, got them Thursday. So the next up is the other books from last week plus missing issue from the first week of December, and this is Green Arrow number 37. This one came in late at my smaller shop. Still enjoying Green Arrow. We learned that this guy John King, I think his name is John King. I might be wrong. Sorry about that. Just the King. Gotta get names clear because don't. Yep, John King. Is Mia Dearden's dad. Apparently, her mother found his dark secret. He kills her. And since then, Mia's been running away. We also get a, what's been shown here in the cover, which is Green Arrow fighting this, I don't know, Merlin. There's a version of Merlin because apparently classic Merlin has already shown up. So I don't know what they're gonna call him. Stormy Merlin, by the way, who was introduced in issue 0. So finally they bring him back in. Again, it still has things from the show being brought in. I don't think the Green Arrow series is exactly like the show. At times I get the feeling they're going more towards a more classic Green Arrow. I mean, they're bringing stuff from the show which has happened since the 1940s with Superman, Jimmy Olsen, Perry White. They were introduced in the radio show, brought into the comics. Same goes for the Daily Planet. So this is nothing new. Like again, they may be similar to their TV counterparts, but it's different. So yeah, I've been enjoying where it's going. I mean, like I said, this guy John King, who is portrayed as a philanthropist, really sort of blackmails people. He helps them. They get marked. They got like a little crown in their wrists, and whenever he asks them to do something, these people are forever in their debt with him. They're forever in their debt with him, and whatever he asks, they have to follow. The issue ends with an appearance by Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, which I actually sort of felt it was more of a nod to that past friendship as well. I mean, it's been I'm still liking it. I mean, it is different from what Jeff Lemire did, but that Jeff Lemire story, let these guys tell their story. So moving on. Superman number 37. So I thought this was a quick read. Most of the storytelling is visually told by John Romita Jr. Not a lot of things happen, not much happens, but what does happen is big, because we learned that Ulysses isn't as benevolent as he portrayed himself to be. He actually, these people from the fourth dimension, this I think called the Great World, uh, their planet is dying. So Ulysses has been going from world to world, from dimension to dimension, uh, getting, living beings to harness the power that would sustain their world for 10 years. So every decade, Ulysses and others have been, going to all of this to sort of kill people, have their life essence fuel the planet. Superman finds out about it. He's trapped, uh, uh, but he tries to convince Ulysses not to do anything, to stop because it's murder, it's wrong. Uh, Ulysses' parents actually entered one of the ships that takes them to this other world. When he finds out about it, he sends everyone back, but the planet ends up blowing up. And Superman saves Ulysses, but now Ulysses wants to kill Superman because in the end, that decision did cost untold lives from this other world, this other dimensional planet, other dimensional world. So it's all like a quick read, but like I said, it's big as for revelations and moving the story forward. Superman, Wonder Woman number 14, the second part of the new team, the second issue of the new team. Second issue, third issue? I don't remember. So this story deals with the guy that showed up at the end of the last issue, Wonder Star. So it just basically revolves around the mystery of who Wonder Star is. Um, Superman, he teams up with Superman and Wonder Woman to defeat a few criminals. But in the end, we sort of learn that they're being sort of manipulated. Somebody actually sent this Wonder Star guy, in revenge, sort of trying to gain revenge on the Amazons. Wasn't I mean, it does mention like the Amazon Queen. Uh, so I don't know if they meant, the Lady Hippolyta, Wonder Woman, who is the new Queen of the Amazons. Um, but so basically deals with that. Then at the very end, we learn that this Wonder Star guy is actually Magog from Kingdom Come. Of course, this is the second version of the character to appear in a mainstream DC book, because as you know, Kingdom Come is a possible future. So back in post Infinite Crisis in the Justice Society of America, uh, a mainstream DC version of Magog was introduced. So it's like the second version of a mainstream Magog. I don't care much for this issue. Again, it felt like a quick read, um, but I really didn't care too much about it. So those three were from my smaller shop, and like I said, I went to the on Monday yesterday to the other shop, the larger one that I think like more of a chain store. It's got various locations, but a trade. So I've been wanting to pick up a trade that I wanted to read while I was off on vacation. Never really found, wasn't really sure what I want because there's a lot of stuff out there. I found a sale for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Death of Buffy. So this is classic Buffy from the original series from 1998 to 2003. I think it's got 5 issues. I do own one of the issues that are part of this trade, which basically deals with the aftermath of Buffy's death at the end of season 5 and what led up to the Scooby Gang, especially Willow, to do their resurrection spell and bring Buffy back from the dead. Uh, of course, this isn't canon. It's not going to be canon, but at that time, it sort of does bring an explanation to why they decided to bring the Buffy part back, and the whole thing that happened in season 6. It actually does end with the opening of the bargaining. It actually does end with a bit of the recapping the opening of season 6. So those were the books I got for this week. I will actually do another video, my traditional uh, New Year's video. I've actually done it for 3 years in a row. The first one I did for Facebook last year. I did the first one for both Facebook and the YouTube community. Doing it for Facebook because once I tweet the videos, they upload directly to Facebook. So until next time, keep smiling.